Hey everyone, welcome back. So this is episode 15, Making a Move. When she returns from New York, Lou has her hands full with a new ranch hand at Heartland and a popular food truck making a dent in Maggie's business. So, yeah, she's going to be dealing with Mitch. I'm kind of wondering if Mitch and Lou are going to be kind of like Ty and Amy, where Mitch, you know, is the new Ty, the new ranch hand who ends up wooing his other granddaughter. And then they're talking about the food truck. And I'm thinking, we did see, didn't we see? No, I'm thinking of a different show. I was going to say we did see a food truck on this one, but that was a different show, I believe. Maybe Lou needs to do a food truck. Food trucks have become really popular in the last few years, and I think it's great. You know? I mean, for some, they are extensions of businesses that are already around, but some are just food trucks. For some people, their dream is to have a food truck. And I think that's cool. You know? I mean, whatever works, if that's what you want to do and you can be successful at it, go for it. I love that idea. But my thinking is, okay, well, if there's going to be a popular food truck, create one of your own and put it in a different area. If this food truck is here on this side of town, put yours on the other side of town. Because sometimes that can bring people to your business, you know? Maybe if she does her own food truck, maybe it would be something where if you purchase from the food truck, you get like a coupon for, say, a free appetizer or free dessert at the restaurant itself. It may bring people in, it might not. Alice, it may bring people in, it might not. But there might be some people in Hudson who haven't eaten at Maggie's. One, competition is good for business. Competition is good for business. And sometimes it causes you to be savvy. And I mean, this is season 9, so that would have been, what, 2016, 2017? Yeah, that means that was probably about the time that food trucks really started taking off. And I think that's one of the good things that came out of the pandemic is I think it created more food trucks for people. Because, you know, for some businesses, I think they closed the brick and mortar part, but then kept food trucks. I think the food truck is going to be beneficial, actually, to Lou, if she gets on it. Because like I said, competition is good. Anyways, let's get started. I like the music. Amy and Spartan. Hi, Spartan. Mitch. Mitch and Maverick.
Hello?
So.
Hello?
Kind of like here, there's still nothing. The decision is Jack's, not yours, Lou.
That's a nice one. Yeah, great, but the rent is way too high. There's no way I can...
And Lou will get it figured out. Like I said, you know, fight fire with fire. Get your own food truck. Put it at the other end of town. And get some other business. There's a business here called the Granary. And they sometimes will have food trucks on certain nights. And, I mean, I've been happy to go and give them business. One of them does vegan food. And I'm not vegan, but I was happy to go ahead and try. And I like their tacos, at least the ones that I tried. You know, and this other one has these really good cupcakes. I had like a carrot cake cupcake. And yeah, it was just really yummy. So I definitely think food trucks are a great idea, and I'm glad to see that they have grown in popularity. And there would probably be low overhead with it because, you know, you just basically have to maintain the truck. I mean, granted, repairs can be expensive, but ultimately it would cost less to maintain a food truck than to maintain a huge business. I think Maggie's will be fine. You know, she's talking about business being down a bit, and I'm like, that's when you create your own food truck and offer other solutions, you know, like, you know, do weekly specials if you don't already, or, you know, if these guys are doing burgers, offer your own burgers, or, I mean, I don't even know what Maggie's is supposed to have, but yeah, you'll figure it out. It's time to be creative.
I'm on right now, so maybe when he gets back. Hey, Amy, did Cass say what Caleb was doing with his trailer? No. Can I grab his number from you?
Why not? Brains? Sure you can. I've got the horses.
It's not about that. I just don't. Yeah.
So when is it that you go?
Probably within a few weeks.
Mm-hmm. It'll be okay. She'll see him again. I don't even think he's really going. I don't think he's going to get the call. I think they're going to change their mind, go with someone who costs less, etc. But, you know, I like how Lou was kind of thinking about maybe changing up. And it's like, yeah, maybe you should. You know, businesses that stay stagnant don't stay around for very long. I'm not saying that you can't have, like, tried and true products or methods and stuff like that. You definitely can. You know, keep some of the things that people love, but sometimes change is good. Sometimes you have to have that. You know, sometimes it's good to have people change things, or restaurants change things. This guy that I work out with, you know, he was looking at maybe changing his logos a bit for his business. And I think he ultimately just went with the same. And I said, there's nothing wrong with that because that's your brand. I said, however, you will see the businesses will sometimes change them as well. So maybe at some point have both. Have your regular brand, but then have maybe some new branding. You know, there's nothing wrong with that at all. It's actually good, I think, to do that because it makes it fresh and it puts it back in people's minds. So I think with Lou that she could do that, you know, with Maggie's, instead of completely going off the rails, you know, keep the more popular items, but then try something new with the menu. That's what businesses do. They try things. They see how they work.
If you promise to keep in touch by text. Wait, seriously, you're letting me go? Hold it.
Hey, listen.
And I want you home by 10:30. 10:30? The party will just be getting started. Thank you.
So, in other words, Lou wants you to basically check in every 5 minutes because Lou is a control freak. I get it, but at the same time, I'm thinking you gotta let her. You gotta let go of the reins a bit, and let her have some fun. I mean, unfortunately, parents do sometimes need to let their kids make mistakes because that's how they learn. So, Lou really needs to chill out on some things. You know, it's like, I think Georgie is old enough to make a decision. You know, if she goes to the party, she's talking about college guys there, and it's like, just because there are college guys there doesn't mean, A, that they're going to talk to Lou at all. You know, and if they do, I think she's smart enough that she can make a decision. So, you know, I like that Amy kind of talked to her. I like how she came up to kind of chat with Amy, and they had that tub of ice cream. I might have to go get some ice cream. I know it's like November at the time of filming, but I might have to go get some ice cream. He hasn't gotten the call, I bet. And we're now at the ranch.
Hi, girls.
Maybe you did get the call.
Grandpa, can you drive me to ballet class?
You bet I can.
Why don't you go grab your slippers and come here to give me another lecture on commitment? I think I'll take a pass.
Yeah. You might have been one.
Oh,
Are you okay?
No.
Georgie, what happened? Adam was at the party with Olivia, and I saw them, and they were kissing. It's okay.
Olivia she didn't really have like a smirk on her face, like she was happy about it. She was just kind of looking at her like she was kind of trying to gauge Georgie's reaction. So I don't know if that's necessarily a good thing or not, but if Olivia and Adam do date, Georgia move on. I mean, she seemed to have moved on from Steven awfully fast. And she's a teenager, you know. Some teenagers go from one to the next. You know, you have a crush on one guy one day, the next day you don't. And moved on to someone else. So it could easily be that the next episode she'll like someone else. Good point.
There you go.
Up.
That
There you go.
was amazing.
She's getting up a bit. She's happy to see.
Ready?
So moving the trailer to Caleb's.
Hi.
Hi.
I just got off the phone with Texas.
So it's official.
Well, actually, I called them.
No.
I turned down the offer.
Why?
According to Jade, they can get back with the students at my rodeo school, so who needs Texas?
Must have been really nice to hear.
Girls, the truth is I want to be here with the two of you. And the grandkids. And hopefully maybe there'll be more there. And no jobs worth missing out on that.
So interesting. Me too.
He said no job is worth missing. That. Tell that to Peter. Because Peter's going to miss out on a lot with his daughters. He already is missing out on a lot with his daughters. You know? And Tim's right. I figured he wasn't going to go. I mean, it would be a good opportunity. And I like how they were saying that there was like a rodeo school there as well. In Texas. and yeah, it's definitely a great idea. But sometimes, yeah, you do have to think of priorities, you know? I think sometimes people jump at the chance for a job and then it does turn out to be a mistake. So Georgie commented that she's already over it with Adam, which I don't think she is. There's gonna be some stuff that won't happen, obviously. But, and it's interesting that there have been a couple episodes recently that Ty hasn't been in. Now I know Graham Wardle left acting, so I'm wondering if maybe this was kind of the start of him moving on to greener pastures and kind of doing other stuff, because he's pretty much been in every episode since the show started, since the pilot. So, yeah, I'm just wondering if maybe this was the start of him moving on, doing other things, that he's not in these episodes. Or maybe I'm completely wrong. Let me know down in the comments. Maybe I'm completely wrong. Maybe he was working on something else at the time. I'd be curious to know why he's been out for a couple of episodes. He's obviously in the next one because it says a conflicted Ty hesitates to open a package from his father. So, obviously, we're gonna see him again. But really, in the 3 that I did today, he was only in 1. Because in the other one, he was gone at the conference. And then in this one, he was visiting his mom. So, you know, it's kind of weird how episodes 13 and 15 didn't happen. So like I said, let me know down in the comments if maybe this was the start or if he maybe really had something else that he was working on. Either way, it's fine. Thank you for joining me for this reaction. 3 episodes left of season 9, and I'm really excited to keep going. I'm guessing Mitch is going to be Lou's new love interest. It looks like that's how they're already pushing it, considering you had the moment where they kind of connected with their hands and whatnot. So yeah, I'm guessing he's going to be the new love. But it'll be interesting to see him and Peter when they meet. Follow me on Instagram and TikTok if you can, and support me on Buy Me a Coffee. And you know, even just a $5 donation will help not only feed a caffeine addiction, but also help me to start building up for more equipment. I'd like to get a couple more lights if I can. And so any amount helps. I know times are tough. So if you can't, I'm just happy that you are here watching these reactions and experiencing Heartland for the first time again, as I am for the first time. So much more story to go. I mean, I'm almost done with season 9, and then I've got 5 seasons left here on Netflix, at least until season 15 and 16 drop. So still plenty more story to come, and I'm looking forward to it. I'll see you next time.